Welcome to MiiQuest. Today I'm going to show you the quickest and easiest way for you to assign and assess a TechSteps activity using MiiQuest. Before we begin, I'd like to first log in and quickly show you what MiiQuest looks like from a student's perspective. After logging in and going to the activity library, students in grades K through 8 will immediately be able to view and have access to all 6 of the core activities for the grade level. These core activities are automatically available without any action required by the teacher, right from the start. What we want to do now is to create a simple assessment-only group to allow me to get started with MiiQuest as quickly as possible. Logging in as a teacher now, in order to assess an assignment, I first need to associate it with a group of students. To do this, on the Groups tab, I'm going to click the Create New Group button. I'll enter in the name for the group. Then I'll click Next to continue with the group creation wizard. Under Type, I'm going to select Assessment Only, which is the simplest type of group in MiiQuest. On the Members page, I'll click the Add Students button and use the tools here to add the students I want to associate with the group. Today I'll search for everyone in the 6th grade, click the Select All checkbox, then I'll add these students to the list of group members by clicking Add to Members. Once I have all my students associated with the group, I'll click Next. On the Checkout page, I'll see a summary of the group. Once I've verified everything is correct, I can click the Create Group button. The group I just created will now show up on the Groups list on the left-hand menu. You can see that it has a little gray dot next to it. This means that this is an assessment-only group and that it is not visible to my students. To associate an activity to a group, we're going to first locate it on the Library tab. Click on the K-8 button, then we'll see a list of all the available activities. Click on the activity you want to associate with your group, and you'll see a summary page. From the activity summary page, we can quickly preview the book and the rubric. For now, we're just going to click the Assign button and associate it with our group. On the Post Assignment page, we can adjust the options for the course. First, choose a group to assign the activity to. We'll first assign this to our new group and all of its members. And then I'll add a due date and choose a submission method. You can always change these options later if you like. When you've got the activity configured the way you want, click the Assign button. An assignment verification pop-up will appear once the activity has successfully been assigned. Now that we've assigned the activity to our students, let's quickly run through the process of assessment. First, we'll go back to the Groups tab, find the class we're looking for, then we'll click Performance. On the Performance page, we can see a list of the activities currently associated with the group. Click the Assess button. On the Grade Assignment page, we can view a list of all the students in the group. Click on the score placeholder at the far right of the table for the student you wish to assess. The assessment for core activities is tied to the rubric, and you can enter in scores by simply clicking on the boxes. Clicking in the middle of a box will quickly assign a 10, 7, and 0. You can also click on a number. Once we've saved the scores, we can see a percentage as a visual identifier of the student's score. You can also enter scores using the Quick Entry table. Use the Save button to save your progress as you go and lock your entries. Click the Unlock All button to edit entries that you have previously entered. Then click Save and Close to submit your scores and return to the Grade Assignment page. That's all there is to it. You've now quickly learned how to create an assessment-only group, associate it with students, and record an assessment. While we're here, I'd like to quickly demonstrate one more feature. From the MiiQuest Library tab, I can assign books from any grade level to any group. For example, I can assign this 7th grade activity, Collaborative Database, to a group of 6th grade students. Now if I log back in as a student, this new 7th grade activity will display with the other core activities in the library. As you can see, you can set up groups and enter assessment very quickly with MiiQuest using assessment-only groups. As you become more familiar with the system, we'd like you to consider also using collaboration and assessment groups. These allow your students to collaborate, send messages, and share files in a blended learning environment. You can change an assessment-only group to a collaborative group at any time through group settings by changing its type. Thanks for using MiiQuest.